Hello everyone, and welcome to the Story of My Art YouTube channel. Why and how did I start this channel? How did I grow it? And what are some things you need to have and do if you are thinking of starting your own channel? Or maybe you already have one, but you've not really been taking it seriously, or you simply feel you need some tips on how to get it off the ground. This is what I'm going to be talking about today, trying to keep in mind all the things I did wrong in the beginning and all the things that really would have helped. Let's begin with saying this channel is 6 years old. YouTube Studio reminded me of that just a few days ago. I never planned to start an art channel, but a few years ago, I got contacted by Skillshare after posting some of my paintings online, and they wanted me to teach a class. And for that class, I needed a YouTube trailer, and that's how this channel came to be. We are now at the end of 2025, and I consider this channel to be almost 2 years old. Why is that? There are definitely plenty of videos on my channel that are older than that. Well, I only really got serious and consistent with uploading videos in January 2024. I have been uploading every single week since then. I'm not quite sure myself how I pulled that off because I'm the kind of person who tends to fluctuate a bit with her projects. So it's almost unbelievable even to myself that I managed to stick to it. Rain or shine, with the flu, while traveling, everything. Getting videos up was my priority. It's like a whole new version of me took over. So that is the first thing. And I know you've surely heard it before, but if you come to YouTube and upload once a week, then skip a couple of weeks, then come back and upload 2 videos in a week, then you don't upload anything for 3 months, it's not going to work, in the sense you are not going to get an engaged audience. You won't create that tension where people will be waiting for your next video. You will not be creating a relationship with your viewers. But most of all, it's not going to work for you because you are not going to be in that mind frame where you're taking this seriously. If once a week is too much for you, you can make it once a month. But your audience, and yes, the YouTube algorithm too, have to know what to expect from you. And you need to know that too. So in a nutshell, that is why my YouTube channel, to me, is only shy of 2 years old. Because before that, I wasn't consistent. I skipped months. I might even have skipped up to a year of uploading. Then I went back to being regular, only to fall off the wagon again. Why? Why I personally decided to start a YouTube channel is also something that might be useful for you to know. As I mentioned in the beginning, it almost happened by accident. The reason is that I was looking for this kind of content all the time, and there was not much of it. Tons of tutorials on time lapses out there, absolutely, but what I wanted was a channel that had a soft, relaxed atmosphere and of course mostly focused on watercolour, and also addressed how art making can heal our minds, our souls, and make us feel better. There was one I loved by Arlie Bean, but sadly she stopped uploading quite a while ago. So basically I started creating, or trying to create, what I myself wanted to watch. That is an excellent place to start, in my opinion, because you'll feel motivated and excited rather than feel stuck, wondering what topic to talk about next, what to say in your videos, and that will lead you to do things half-heartedly, and again, that will not allow you to properly connect with the people out there who are looking for you and who are basically the very people you are looking for too. I won't even get into the topic of authenticity because what I said above reflects that. If you're creating content you love with purpose and excitement, you will automatically be authentic. So do what you love and not what you think someone else might love. You are shy. You hate the sound of your voice, you don't want to show your face, you don't think your art is good enough to show to people, never mind being centre stage on a YouTube channel. Well, that is absolutely fantastic. Congratulations, because it's where we all started out. Every art YouTube channel out there didn't start from a place of confidence, but with tiny, hesitant steps, lots of mistakes, and so much learning to do. The good news is that all of the above fades away. You get habituated. Those things stop bothering you. You stop thinking about them. So you can scratch that from your list of things to worry about. Remain open to learning though, always. It took me ages to learn how to edit and add music to my videos. If I could go back, I would definitely pay someone for a short course on editing and not just try and wing it on my own. It will save you so much time. And if you concentrate and take notes, I believe with proper guidance, it shouldn't take longer than a couple of days to get the gist of it. And then from there, yes, you can kind of wing it from a more solid starting point. When it comes to music, consider getting a subscription to a royalty-free platform. I personally love to use Epidemic Sound, and that's where I get the music, which is the background to all my videos. I might be going crazy, but I remember there being more active art channels out there only a few years ago, between 2019 and 2022. Since then, a lot of them have stopped uploading. I can't count the number of times I type art channel or watercolour portrait or whatnot into my YouTube search bar. So here is a reason for you to start. I would love to watch your art channel. So please let me know if you do. Put it in the comments. And if you're looking for an online art community to keep you motivated, join my Patreon where we meet up weekly to make art and keep each other accountable and inspired. The link is in the description box below this video. I'd absolutely love to welcome you there. This is where I'm at with the painting this morning. It's kind of hard these days to paint in a decent light because I only get a short span of time where there's light shining through the window of my art studio. It's a very complicated painting. It's one that sometimes I feel will not resonate with the audience as much as my usual painting will do. You can't see the eyes. It's kind of an awkward pose. You can't really tell if it's a man or a woman. And I just don't know, I just have that feeling that people are not going to resonate with it as much as my other work. I hope I'm wrong, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm happy to continue working on it. I really want to have some texture in the horse's neck. It's really hard working on the anatomy of horses if you don't know them well. And I do know horses. I have done some horse riding in my life. I love horses. But they're still really tough to draw. They have such a long bone structure in their face that it's kind of like unlike any other animal, really, apart from zebras and, the other animals belonging to the horse family, of course. And this was a challenging pose because not only is it in profile, but the head is kind of also tilted backwards and we can see it from below. So we can see some of the underside of the chin, and then we can see some of the underside of the nose, but then we can see some of the other nostril on the other side as well. And we can see a little bit of the eyebrow on the other side as well. So it's definitely not a complete profile. And again, he or she, I've not decided yet whether it's they, are seen from slightly below. So definitely a challenging pose today. And now for the equipment I use. So this is a tripod I have above my workspace. It's very sturdy. I never move it from where it is. It's pretty heavy and you kind of do need one of these after a while that doesn't wobble around too much. Otherwise that will disturb the footage, of course. And then I have another tripod. And this is my second tripod. It's nothing too expensive. I actually take this with me when I'm traveling. It folds up and it becomes pretty small once you've folded it up and put it away in its case. I bring it with me on planes, never had any issues with it. So it's good to have a smaller one. This is around, I would say, 40 euros or about $45 on Amazon, so nothing too expensive. The other one I showed you, the heavier one, the sturdier one, is definitely more expensive. I cannot remember exactly how much it was as I bought it quite a few years ago, but it was definitely over 100 euros. Probably 130, 140, something like that. The workspace is surrounded by a number of lights like these. But my favourite one is definitely this long kind of bar-shaped one. It's the one that casts the most light. I have them on all sides of my workspace because especially in the winter when it gets darker earlier, we will need this light, or these lights, more than one unfortunately, to light up our workspace when we are filming. I don't really like that because especially with watercolour, you have that sheen. You can especially see the ring lights, which are now turned off, reflected in the dampness of the watercolour, and that is kind of not very aesthetically pleasing, but you do what you have to do. Virginia? Virginia? What you saying, Virginia? You want to go out? Yes, and it's always super messy in here because stuff keeps on falling off my desk because it's not very big. So yeah, my dream for the future is a larger workspace. Let's let her out. This was my first microphone. I cannot remember the name. I then went on to buy a Yeti Blue, which is super expensive. I then went on to buy another one. Not sure what the name is, something like Fifine, F-I-F-I-N-E, I think. And finally, I bought these ones. These are tiny microphones. You just stick this plug into your laptop and then this little microphone, this little guy over here, these are 2 spare ones or something, but I always use these 2. And then you just use that. And the reason why, unless I say this in the voiceover and I will not repeat myself, in which case I will erase this part of the footage. The reason why I switched so many microphones is because I could never get my voice to sound right, and I had so many comments in the comment section saying, your voice sounds too low, your voice sounds too metallic, your voice sounds too echoey. And I think at the end of the day, it must be something in the settings. And I have searched all YouTube videos, I have searched the internet and Reddit and everywhere for the reason this might be, and I have still not found a solution. But it seems to me that these little guys are the ones that work the best, have worked the best for me up till now. And they're not too expensive either. It's time for a disclaimer. Don't do what I did. While tripods and lighting are necessary, you certainly don't need to buy all the microphones I bought. So my advice is do your research. Join a forum or a group of creators on Discord and ask all the questions. Someone will always be willing to answer because there are so many fantastic tech-savvy people out there who love to talk about this kind of thing. Don't think the most expensive microphone is the best one, because it won't be if you don't know how to use it or the settings on your audio or editing software aren't set right. I made that mistake. Don't think that the best equipment will make the best content. You will make the best content. And equipment which has good reviews and won't break the bank is definitely the best place to start. Some people just simply use their phones. I find that really hard as phone stands are wobbly, and after a while I did end up treating myself to a nice camera, but believe me, a nice camera was not what I started out with. So this has been my art channel's journey up till now. I won't deny it. You can get burnt out. You can get upset when views go down, when you've put hours of work in a video and it flops. And if it gets too overwhelming, it's okay to slow down. It has to be worth your while, which also means the passion for creating content has to be greater than the sadness you might feel when things don't go as planned. Because nothing goes as planned on any social media platform, so you really have to jump into it and do it for the love. Personally, I think I might have stopped at one point if it weren't for the comments I get below my videos. It's something I cannot even describe. Sometimes the kind words and encouragement of a stranger on the other side of the world can make you feel a connection that's so powerful and unique, it will light up your darkest days. It really will. And I really can't explain why that is, why sometimes not even the people who love you the most in your life are able to bring you comfort, but someone in your comment section can. It makes it all worth it. So thank you everyone. I will see you all next week.